With all the settings to get your store running covered, there's 3 more things to explain before we create products. Those are product categories, tags, and attributes. To start, hover over products. You'll be able to see all of your products, add new products, then manage categories, tags, and attributes. We'll cover creating products in another video, so let's jump into categories first. This is where we'll add product categories that we can later put products in. While you are able to also create product categories when creating a product, you won't have all the options like customizing the slug, writing a description, or adding an image, etc. Just as you create categories for normal posts in WordPress, creating a product category is very similar with a few added options. Start by naming the product category. We'll add one called Posters. For the slug, you can write your own if you like, otherwise WordPress will automatically use the name as the slug. The parent dropdown lets you nest a product category if you want. For example, you can nest hoodies and t-shirt categories under a clothing parent category. You can leave it as none if it doesn't need nested. The description field, as the name gives away, lets you describe your category. This is useful if you'll be offering a way to shop products by categories. Depending on your setup and theme used, the category description is often shown to customers if they browse products by categories. The display type lets you choose how to display your categories to customers. The options being default, which uses the default category display setting from within the products display submenu settings. Products, which will show all of your products. Subcategories, only showing your subcategories within the main category. Or finally both, showing all products as well as the category thumbnails for the subcategories. Essentially an avenue to further filter the main category by showing the subcategory thumbnails. Finally, you can upload a thumbnail for your product category. This is especially useful if you choose a display type that shows subcategories, or your theme displays a grid with the product categories. Select Add New Category, and you are set with a new post or product category. Now let's head into the tags. Again, just like tags work on your normal posts, product tags are much the same. You can name the tag, give it a slug, and write a description. Tags can be useful if you wanted to offer another way to navigate products outside of categories. Tags can be used in navigation menus and can even show up on the products themselves, which if selected will then show all products with the same tag. Lastly, under attributes we can define extra product data to use in things like variations. And speaking of variations, attributes are required when you create a variable product. Let's then pretend that your store sells shirts and create an attribute here for size. First to note, when creating an attribute here, it's considered a global attribute, meaning it can be used on any product. So within the size attribute, we're going to put the 3 common sizes that all of our shirts are available in. That way we can use a global attribute to give us a head start on the sizes. Start by naming this attribute, in this case size. You can then give it a slug, enable archives, and choose a type. First, if you enable archives, it'll let your customers browse by product attributes. For example, add the WooCommerce layered nav widget to your store, and in our case choose the size attribute. Your customers can then filter by their size to see what shirts are available. In the type dropdown, you have the option Select or Text. We're going to choose Select as we want to create pre-configured sizes to use when creating a product. Text lets you enter your own sizes for the product. With the last setting, you can set the default sort order. This determines the sort order of the terms on the front end of your shop. We're going to leave it set as custom order as we want to be able to drag and drop the sizes into order from small to large. The other options are by name and term ID. Select Add Attribute, and we can then add terms. In the top right, select Configure Terms to get started. This will take us to where we can add sizes or our terms to the size attribute. We'll just add 3, small, medium, and large. As before, name your term, give it a slug, and write a description. Normally the description isn't shown, but some themes may show it. Select Add New Size, and repeat until all sizes are added. Now you are all set with product categories, tags, and attributes. Check out our video covering creating a product if you're ready. Thanks for watching.